Hi, Rashante. Oceana here with G3 Agency. This is that free video that I promised to send over about how to get yourself in front of people searching on Google for your services. So I'm going to show you one method that you don't need a website for and one method that you will need a website for. So let's jump right in. So first of all, I want to commend you. You are actually posting fairly regularly, more regularly than most for the companies that I look at their Facebook page. You're not, it's not every day or anything, but you have, it looks like an actually used Facebook page, so that's wonderful. But your Facebook page is not quite, it doesn't have the same power that a website would, so that's why I'm going to go over how to show up with a website as well. But let's show you, this is what I want to show you first. This is a list of keywords that people are actually typing into Google when they're looking for carpet cleaning in the Detroit area. I also included like Canton and Warren and let's see, Novi shows up here. So these are the keywords that people are typing in. This is the amount of times each month on average that any particular word is typed. So 350 times a month, carpet cleaners Detroit is being typed into Google on average. And then this right here, this shows me how difficult it will be to get to the first page of Google for that keyword. This is a score out of 100, and a low score like this just means that it won't take as long, nor will it take as much effort to show up at the first page of Google. So now that we've identified one keyword that we want to show up for, and you'll want to go through this process for each of the keywords you want to show up for, the first thing is to put them into Google. So we have Carpet Cleaners Detroit here. And the first thing that shows up is the ads, usually. We're just going to skip those. If you'd like more information on ads, you are welcome to reach out, and I'll be happy to share what I know about them. But my specialty is down here in the maps and in the organic search. So this is the part here where you don't actually need a website. As you can see, this Jones Carpet and Furniture Cleaning doesn't have a website, but they're still showing up here. So this is the top 3 local results from the maps section. And how you get up here is first you need a Google My Business listing. And if you don't have one yet, you can go to business.google.com and then you can set one up there or even make changes to one if you already have one. So first you want to make sure your name, address, and phone number are accurate, and then you're going to take that information and put it into different directories like Yelp, Yext, City Star, White Pages, and every time that you do that, it counts as a vote of, or basically as a vote of confidence in your business, telling Google that you really exist and you really do serve this area, and that's going to help you show up further closer to the top of the results. And if you end up in the top 3, you get displayed on this page, which is great. Because if you ever do put up a website, it'll be one click away. And even without one, you've got your phone number displayed right there, and they can even see your reviews. So that's really good. And then down here, we've got a Yelp listing first in this very first organic result. I'm not going to compare you to them because it's a little bit like apples and oranges. This area down here, by the way, is the part that you will need a website for. But I can compare you to this guy right here. You're probably familiar with Stanley Steamer. It's a national brand, but we're not up against the national brand. We're up against just this one page, which is just your the franchise in Warren. So when we put that, we look at their website. We basically want to see what it is that they're doing. Specifically, we want to see how much content they have because we want more content on your page than they have on theirs. And then you also want to make sure to have lots of images because they don't have like any images on here, but you can save images. Let's see if I can. So if I right click on this image and click save image as, I can see how this image was uploaded. So what it was titled, and as expected, it was titled logo. That's pretty normal, but a lot of times images, they don't have any here. It's a bad example, but you'll see like a big image right here, right? and it'll be saved as like a random string of numbers or like image 33 or whatever. What you want to do when you set up your own website is actually save each image as one of these phrases, because every time, because then when somebody's looking up Carpet Cleaners Detroit, for example, Google's crawling all these websites and it'll see like, oh, they have Carpet Cleaners Detroit in, in this title here, and then a couple times in the information, and then also there's a couple images saved as this. So this must be what these people are looking for, because it shows, shows those exact words on this page a bunch of times. So that's going to be a signal to Google that you should show up near the top of the results. And then if I put, this is the last thing I want to show you real fast. I put this page, this location page from Warren into this tool. This is the same tool that I used for my keyword research, but this is another function that it has. And it basically gives me an in-depth look into how a website's performing. So this UR score, for example, is 20 out of 100. And this is how powerful Google sees this page as, this very specific page, not their home page, but this location one. And then their DR score is how powerful their entire website is. Luckily, we don't have to beat their entire website, because this would actually be a bit of a journey to get up past 65, because it's a national brand. So they've been working on it for a while. They're highly trusted. But we just have to beat out kind of this, and it's not just as simple as we need to have a higher score than them. It's a mixture of that and the content and the images. But having a high score does help. So when you start your own website, this is going to start out at 0. They all do. But what you want to do is add referring domains, and that'll increase that score. Referring domain is just any website that has a link to your site on it. And I can show you, they have 17 different websites with links on their site to this site. I said that all weird. I hope that you followed. There's 17 different websites with a link to this this web page on it. So these are the websites here, and these are their power scores for their entire website. So good backlinks come from highly credible and so highly powerful and relevant keywords. And a bad example, or a good example of a bad backlink would be like this one here, couponcodedeals.com. I mean, it might be relevant, but this DR score is going to be dragging them down, because I think it does like sort of I'm not certain, but I think it does sort of like an average, like the average DR score here, and I'm not exactly sure how, but this is definitely, you can go through here and check out different websites that you might be able to include your information on as well, and get also a backlink from them. But make sure to go after ones that are relevant to you in some way, like it makes sense that you would be listed there. Obviously you're not a Chinese restaurant, so for like ChineseRestaurantsUSA.com probably wouldn't be a good one for you, because it wouldn't make any sense. But EasyLocal.com is fine, and it's got a good DR score, so that's a good one to go after. Thank you so much for your time for watching this. I really hope that you found it helpful and informative, and any feedback that you can give me on whether this was helpful, if it made sense, if there's anything that you wish I'd have covered more or maybe less, I would love to get that information from you, just to see how I did, so I can improve in the future. Thank you so much for your time, like I said, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks.